welcome back to Pages and Projects with Patrice. I'm Patrice. Another week has gone by and it's time for another weekly update. Today is Sunday, the 21st of June. Not too much has gone on this week. I hope everybody out there had much better weather than we've had. The Midwest and the South, I'm in the South, rain, so much rain and storms. Today is nice. Yesterday was nicer. It was so good to see the sun and get outside. It felt good. So much rain. So much rain this spring and summer. I hope the whole summer doesn't go like this, but we shall see. So, what has everybody done this week? Did anybody read good books? Did anybody read bad books? Did anybody do some crafts? Any other kind of projects? I know I'm all about flowers and gardening. Anybody working on a garden or planting flowers or veggies or doing something like that? I only finished one book this week, and that was Green Teeth. I have to show it to you on my Kindle because I don't have the physical book. There we go. I finished Green Teeth this week by Molly O'Neill. It was good. I would say anybody who liked Legends and Latte, if you read that book, you probably like this. It's not the same, but it's very similar. Um, Cozy fantasy. Legends and Latte was more stationary. They were in a coffee shop. And Green Teeth is they're more on a quest and adventure, but both had, the bad guy, it had the friendship, it had the mythical creatures. I had fun with this one because it went a lot into the Welsh fantasy creatures, which I was not familiar with. So we had Jenny, who was my favorite character in the book, who they kept calling a lake hag or river hag. To me, she was more like a swamp monster, maybe. And then there was another one, Alaric. I can never remember the name. It started with an A, and it was a Welsh lake monster. And I Googled that because, like, is that a thing? And it is a thing in Welsh legends. It's a thing. So this was a good read. 4-star for me. Yeah, nothing, not, I wouldn't reread it or anything, but if you liked Legends and Latte, you probably like this. So this is my only finish for the week. And then I am so, 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 so happy to say that I like this book. After, the beginning that was so slow, I think I had said 136 or 140 pages before the story actually got going. Once it did get going, it rolled right along. I still think I like The Woman of Troublesome Creek or Troublestone Creek. I prefer that story better, but this is good. So for Friday, we were supposed to be through chapter 21, and I did read through chapter 21. No hesitation. The story has pulled me in. Marjorie is still my favorite character. She's currently in prison being charged with murder. So hopefully by the end, that will be resolved and, we'll find out it's not her. I hope. She just had a baby girl with Sven, and Sven is still alive. I'm pleased to say because I thought sure he would get killed off. Hopefully he does not get killed off. We had a huge flood come through, and the book ladies did help save people, so that was something. I found that interesting. I did Google that. I have a tendency, I Google things when I'm reading, especially if it's anything historical. I love history. And the flood in this book was not a real flood, it was fictitious, but there was in 1937 a huge flood that hit the Mississippi and Kentucky and whatnot, and just wiped out so many things and people and homes and animals. It was unbelievable. That was not the real flood in 1937. So we had that. Alice and Fred, it looks like they're going to be a couple because she's not with Bennett anymore. Bennett he's risen a little bit in my eyes. He's not quite the he's not like his dad. His dad, Mr. Van Cleef, is definitely the bad guy in this book. He's a nasty piece of work. He really is. Bennett's not like that, but he's just not the strongest of guys. He still answers to daddy and all this kind of thing. So Alice is not with him anymore, and it looks like she's going to be with Fred. And I think that's where we are still. Mr. Van Cleef is just everything bad is going on. The mines are starting to go union or wanting to go union. So he blames everything on the book women and getting books into the hills, and how that's corrupting the minds of the workers and so forth and so on. So I'm interested to see where this is going to end. We have just one more week. Next Friday we'll finish the book. We'll be all done with the book and we'll see what goes on. I'm anxious to see how it ends. I have liked it. I've liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to like it at first, because at first I was like, boy, nothing's going on for 100+ pages. This is not a good thing. So looking forward to finishing up next week, and that's where I will be. Project wise, because we've had so much rain, we did start a puzzle. We started this one. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. 1,000 pieces. We got this off of Amazon. It's really pretty, but it has pieces the likes of which we've never seen. Let's see. They're plastic. Let's see if you can see this. They're plastic, but not plastic. They're not plastic, but they feel like plastic. I've never seen a puzzle like that in my life. Never ever have done a puzzle like that. They're good. They interlock really well, so I'm not complaining about that. And then as far as crafts go, let's see. I think I showed this. I finished up everything on the princess. Finished every single thing except the back stitch, because I really don't like back stitching, but I have to get it done. There's back stitch in pink, there's back stitch in lavender, and then there's like a gray purple. I think it's supposed to be a dark purple, but it's like a gray purple. So I really need to get this done. I've done the nail, I've done everything. Everything's done but the back stitching. So I need to get to it. I really need to get to it. And then I started my little coffee cup. Not much is done on it, but it's started. You can see the cup, and the handle will be there, and there's my needle hanging down. But that's as far as I've gotten on that. And that's about all I've done. It's been a pretty tame week. Got some reading in, got some crafting in. Started working on a puzzle, and it's just rain. A lot of rain, a lot of storms. So much storms. As a matter of fact, it's been difficult doing any kind of video stuff or even lives. On my other channel, I try to do lives on Friday morning. That's where I do lives. Friday morning, that's where I'm at. About 9 o'clock in the morning, there I am. And it was just pausing and breaking up, pausing and breaking up. And then the end of it, this particular Friday, was gone. And I didn't even realize we'd lost internet connection. So there's about 15 minutes that is gone, and I was just talking away and it was just gone. So live and learn. I think I might try to dig out an Ethernet cable and see if that might work better, especially on my laptop, instead of relaying on the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is just so poor here. It comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. But I do have my other channel. I do the lives on the other channel because I cannot do the lives on this particular channel with my phone, and I can't use my laptop on this channel. The two are separate channels. So if you'd like to subscribe to both, or one or the other is great. But there are two channels, both with the same name. Just the other one says live in front, and I do pretty much the same thing. More videos here and lives on the other one. So it's a little. I like it. I prefer the lives, but I don't mind doing the videos. And I guess for me, that is it this week. It's really been it's just been a hasn't been a lot going on this week, except for storms. Lots and lots and lots of storms. So if you like the video, thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you'd like to try out the other channel, please do. Please like and subscribe there too as well. I would appreciate it. And I will see you next Sunday. I think I'm going to switch from Monday uploads to the weekly video. I'm going to switch to Sunday because this is working for me. The doing the little videos once a week is working a lot better than trying to film a video, upload it to Canva to edit, then download it, then upload it back up to YouTube. It did not work. It just didn't work for me. This, I just tape. I don't really edit. So, what's going on is what's going on. I don't really edit. And then I just upload it to YouTube and it works. So it is what it is. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. It is Father's Day. Have a good Father's Day, all you dads out there. I think, yeah, we'll probably be treating the husband to supper tonight, whatever he wants. And yeah, I will see you again next week. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.